Here we go again. The entire update is ruined. From an absolute blast after the patch dropped to a boring rat race in less than 12 hours. You might ask, what is the most effective tactic for finding the super rare legendary blueprint? For the newest addition to the game, the Dolabra shotgun, is it fighting arcs with a 150,000 loadout, heavy shield, snap hook, photoelectric cloak, while pulling out an equalizer or aphelion to take on 4 rocketeers and an entire fleet of vaporizers? Well, no, it is just a smoke grenade. And before I continue, here is a disclaimer. I do not want to be right about this. I do not want more players to leave the game. I want Arc Raiders to be a better game. I love Arc Raiders. I would not be making videos about it if I did not. But look at what has been done to the game again. All it takes to get the new weapons and the new deployable in this update is this. Use an empty loadout, bring 1 smoke grenade, and rush the probe for the Dolabra blueprint. Have I mentioned it is a legendary shotgun, the highest tier quality in the game? And if you want the new submachine gun, the Kanto, go loot it in the Hurricane event. Free, 0 risk, and can be done on a free kit with no gear at all. And the new deployable, lootable during electromagnetic storm. So what exactly is the point of adding new content if it can all be obtained on day 1 with no effort? I truly have just one wish. If only Embark could see this video and answer one simple question. Why would you spend countless hours building the biggest update yet, only to make everything available on day 1? This is starting to feel like Embark is undermining their own ideas and willingly damaging the player base they worked so hard to build. What surprises me most is that they have not yet identified what the real issue actually is. It is not a lack of content. It is not a lack of weapons or arcs, it is a lack of direction. There is no clear sense of where we are heading as Raiders, no long-term goal to work towards, no meaningful progression to chase. As I continue through this video, I will lay out some simple fixes that could be implemented in future updates to bring back lapsed players and retain the ones still here. Because trust me, in 2 or 3 days, the numbers will drop again. And why will they drop? Because the entire problem lies in the linearity of the game and the approach to its reward system. Everything is delivered instantly, and the sense of reward is completely missing. I want to explain exactly why, but I need you to let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree, because I genuinely do not want to be wrong here. What exactly should my reward be for bringing a 200,000 loadout into this new event, risking 1/5 of my entire stash? Compared to a player who brings 1 smoke grenade and actually has better odds of looting the probes by not engaging with the arcs at all. I understand it is genuinely difficult to predict player behavior before an update goes live, and I assume there is some level of testing before each patch drops. But why does nobody think about these fundamental details? And I refuse to even call them details because they are not. They are the core reason why players will spend 2 more days running smoke grenades to get the Dolabra, then head to the Hurricane for the Kanto, open an overlay map, find all the loot box paths, learn both blueprints, play with the new weapons for a bit, and then leave the game again waiting for next month's update. And at this point, it is not hard to predict. Look at the respawn abuse that happened just to get the Survivor blueprint on Bluegate. Embark had enough data to nerf the Venator and the Il Toro, but they cannot see the alarming number of players abandoning raids the moment they get a bad spawn on a free kit. So what can actually be done to get this game back on track? First, free kits need to be locked out of these events entirely. This includes empty loadouts, and the safe pocket slot on empty loadouts needs to be addressed as well. If you want to play the hardest, most demanding game mode in the update, bring a loadout worth at least 10,000. Or have a weapon, an augment, and a shield equipped. That is it. That is my first fix. Make players risk something before they can even load into this event. Second, and this one is straightforward, do not allow the assessor containers to be looted until every arc surrounding the assessor has been destroyed. Simple, effective. If you really want what is inside, earn it first. Third, and I feel like I should not have to say this, do not make the new legendary blueprints this easy to obtain. Why is the hull cracker locked behind a quest? while the newest legendary shotgun in the game is a single smoke grenade away from being looted? Why is the Kanto blueprint sitting in the first container I opened during the Hurricane event, right next to a Bobcat and a Tempest blueprint? I know luck plays a role, but when it keeps happening run after run, that is not luck anymore. That is a design problem. And I already hear the counter-argument. Would limiting free kits on these maps reduce the player count? Would it make things too difficult? No, it absolutely would not. Because free kits at this point are simply filling the servers left empty by all the serious players who already left, driven away by a game that became too repetitive, too linear, and too easy. I have a gaming friend for whom Ark Raiders was his very first shooter. He told me he is bored of PvE because we have done everything at least 20 times already, and I do not blame him one bit. I have been genuinely trying my best to point the community towards different playstyles, abandon the free kit abuse, try different things, run different maps, experiment with different conditions, and treat the game as a sandbox. But there is really not much a casual player can do other than abuse these mechanics right now. And why would they do anything else? Because everyone is doing it. And why would you bother gearing up and risking your hard-earned loadout when the game itself seems to be telling you that you do not have to? And so unless this linearity is broken, even huge updates and new content like what we see in this patch will remain completely irrelevant in the long run. Tell me, who still remembers Bird City or the map condition prospecting probes? Why not revisit and build on the mechanics we already have? I could keep coming up with simple ideas on the spot. Make a basic repeatable quest from Celeste where you earn a single use breach tool to open the assessor. That is it. That is all it would take to break the pattern, break the repetitive behavior, and you start saving the game. Embark, I am begging you to listen to the community because right now these are the posts we are already seeing on day one of the update. Farming accounts are already stacked with unlimited amounts of blueprints and weapons ready to be sold to the highest bidder. And you would not believe how many people are actively replying to these posts with genuine interest in buying them. This is what happens when the reward system has no friction. When everything is obtainable instantly and with zero risk, the only people who benefit are the ones willing to exploit it at scale. This is not the community Ark Raiders deserves, and it is not the game Embark set out to build. Unless this is fixed, the game will continue losing players at an alarming rate, and all that will be left is an echo of what could have been a game of the decade. And with that, I want to hear from you, Raiders. What do you think about these ideas? Do any of these points resonate with you, or do you see it differently? If you stayed with me until now, please like and subscribe. It truly helps. John Raider, out.